The head chef stared seriously at the pudding, where a hair had appeared. He looked at the chefs and insisted that they identify the owner of the hair. This was because the prison had very strict control over food. The chefs would prepare meals based on the prisoners' requests and deliver them through a platform to the prisoners' hands. But as soon as the food arrived on the first floor, the prisoners began to fight over it, and the delicate dishes were completely ruined. By the time the platform reached the 48th floor, only trash was left on the table. The old man didn't care at all and kept stuffing food into his mouth. The man felt disgusted, so he found a clean apple and planned to eat it later. However, once the mealtime ended, the room became unbearably hot. The old man told him this was the consequence of hiding food. The man quickly threw the apple down, and the temperature returned to normal. He had no choice but to adapt to the rules there, tasting food ordered by others, since the food that should have been his had already been eaten. One day, a woman appeared on the platform. The old man explained that she came down once a month to look for her child. Soon, the platform descended again, and the woman was dragged away by prisoners from below. The man shouted in desperation, but to his surprise, with the sound of her screams, the woman returned to the platform. At that moment, the man truly understood the cruelty of the prison. For the next month, the man completely abandoned his dignity and ate food from the trash every day. When it was time to switch floors, he discovered that he had been tied up. He had been assigned to the 171st floor, where no food would remain. The old man had treated him as food. At this critical moment, the woman appeared again. She coldly killed the old man, and the man, having abandoned all his morals, survived the month by using the old man's body. Then, he was moved to the 33rd floor, where he could eat his fill every day. But the next time, he was assigned to the 202nd floor, where survival was impossible. His roommate had already committed suicide, and he could only survive through another corpse. When he woke up again, the man was moved to the 6th floor. His roommate was a black man who wanted to escape, so the man came up with an idea. He suggested that if they could use force to make everyone distribute the food, perhaps the prisoners could unite and find a way out. The two put this plan into action, and anyone who dared to resist would be beaten. Until they met a wise man who told them that the management wouldn't care about what they did. They would only have a chance if they sent a signal upward. The two suddenly realized, so they chose a plate of pudding from the platform, intending to show the upper floors their determination. As the platform descended, distributing food gave all the prisoners hope, but those below the 100th floor had almost all starved to death. The platform finally stopped at the 333rd floor. But there was a little girl in the corner. She might be the child the woman had been looking for. The man climbed up the platform with the little girl, walked down himself, and let the little girl ascend to the highest floor. However, the chefs only noticed the hair on the pudding and therefore didn't eat it, so the resistance on the lower floors still went unanswered.